There we go. And hello, everyone. My name is Anne Marie Morales, and I'm here with my dear friend, Peter Whittier. He is, I said your name right, right?
You did.
Okay, great. I've known you long enough. I should know your name. We are very excited to share about the Chakras of Ancient Egypt tour that is set to take place in January of 2027. And so, Peter, why don't you just go ahead and talk about, well, first of all, your love for Egypt, why you want to go again, and let's start out with that.
Well, I remember distinctly, I was 14 and there was this book sponsored by National Geographic about Egypt, and something clicked, and I said, I really need to get that book.
Mhm.
So I did, and it was just fascinating. But it gave you the traditional pharaonic centered history of Egypt. But I thought, something's not quite right. So years and years later, I took a trip to Egypt. That was 2001, just before um, things changed in the world, and had an amazing time. It was a spirit-centered group, and we had access to really interesting sites that most people didn't. So, but I was still at that point, my mind was very undisciplined, and I only took in a portion of what I probably could have. So by going on this trip with its spirit focus and frequency focused approach, I could get a whole lot more out of it. Plus, going to specific sites and dealing with chakras and dealing with frequency
Mhm.
would be extraordinary. So I'm on board, and I hope those that are listening would think about, well, don't think about, well, it's going to cost a lot. It's just going to be there. Put in your mind that this trip is going to be there. It's going to happen, and the means to make it happen will just occur. So think good
I
thoughts.
can't, yeah, I couldn't agree with you more on that because what we don't understand is that, we can manifest anything from now until then or from now until next week. And, everything really has to do with the draw in your heart. Like for me, I knew I needed to go. Like as soon as I saw my first trip, I was like, I'm going. And that passion, it didn't stop me. It just didn't stop me. And it was worth every single penny. What's so beautiful about this trip, I mean, I am so excited to do it because I'm going to do it in my own centered way, like my way with what I want my guests to experience. And I mean, you've known me for quite a while. What are you looking forward to on this trip?
A greater knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, the tour guide is well versed in the
Mm-hmm.
history and has also a spirit centered approach. Just broadening of knowledge, frequency, and just the people that you meet. It's fascinating. The draw of people that are called, because it is a calling in a sense,
Oh,
and
really? Yeah.
learning just the having meals with them and discovering what they're all about, what they've done, and that's kind of the side benefit. But just being there in the place where a lot of civilization, well, antediluvian civilization took place. It's a
Yeah.
fascinating place, and just seeing the people of modern day Egypt. But I'm all for traveling, so this is a good
Yeah.
thing. I'm not sure what if you want more, but I'll be there.
Mhm.
So
Well, we're going to be doing so much in terms of our own energy connectivity. Each site, we're going to be focusing on our own chakras. We're going to be clearing. I'm going to be doing regressions, group regressions. I'll be available for individual regressions. There will be such an opportunity to connect with the deities of Egypt, which are still there. Like, I felt it so completely. And we had been already discussing this trip, and my guides came through the Raw Collective and gave us this beautiful, beautiful message on how there's no coincidence that, Ra, the blue avians, were heavily involved with ancient Egypt. And what they said was is they were able to incarnate there because of the frequencies of the time. And they made the observation that once the band of frequency of the collective decreased, they could no longer and would no longer want to incarnate. But the beautiful thing that they said was that we collectively can create this bubble of creation and nurture this trip as if we were nurturing a beautiful seed that so fragilely will break through the soil, but could turn into a mighty oak. Okay, I'm feeling that they want to come back, which is what I was excited to do this little bit of a recording. Peter, you've known me for a long time. In your opinion, I just want people to know that what they're going to get with me is something very, very genuine. Would you like to make a comment on knowing me as somebody who could guide you well?
Well, yes, I've known you for over 7 years. We met at a retreat, and you were still dealing with issues in your life. And as we've gone through the years, I've watched you evolve, progress, and just quite frankly, blossom from your teacher life to your spiritual focused life. So it's been fun to watch. And we would have, as a group, those that would attend would have an amazing time, given her connectivity to the other realm, the other deities. It'd be great. I'm going.
Yeah,
So I hope those that listen, this will be enough to say, yes, I want to go. So that's my
awesome.
plan.
Thank you, Peter. I consider you a dear, dear, dear friend, and I'm so excited to co-create this trip with you. So I'm going to let my guides do what they do. Okay. Well, yes, we are Ra. We are the Ra Collective. Of course, we will return at the behest of our dear one to not only speak with her brother in feathers, as we call it, but also to commune with all of you. Remember, dear beautiful ones, that you are in a time of completion. You are in a time where circles come full. And so this is your opportunity because it is your free will. You are in creation with this. It is your opportunity to create this incredible experience of returning to wholeness. All of you that are a part of this journey have, at one iteration or another, been there on that land. Now, that land has evolved over eons and centuries, more than you will ever know. But it is a beacon calling you home. So think, dear ones, create for yourselves and do not allow for the seeds of doubt to squelch your true heart's desire to experience and to transform and grow as individuals of like mind and of anchored light on this planet. Your light is needed, not just where you live, but also on the lands of that region of the world. There is a reason why that region of the world is fought over, and we will leave it at that. but your light and your communion with the chakras, as you were, of ancient Egypt changes your planet on a scale that you are still unaware. We love you. We bless you. We are Ra. Yes, we are Ra, the Ra Collective. We were present corporally on that land. Return home, dear beings. Okay. Wow. Okay, good. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, Peter, for being a part of this. And if you are involved, it is time to begin. The price has been reduced by over $1,000. And so we are offering again 2 weeks in Egypt. Airfare, because you will be traveling in airplanes included, hotel, meals, a week plus on the Nile. So please get with me sooner rather than later. Thank you, everyone. Okay. All right, Peter, I love you. Thank you.
All right.
This was great. Bye,
Bye-bye.
honey. Bye-bye.